Alright, I would like to start off to say, like, thank you for getting the script. This is really wonderful. I really do appreciate it. Other than that, this is to set up the installation. This is going to go over how to set up your Twitch, your console, for the development, and also you are going to learn a little bit of programming. If you don't want to learn about that, you can just skip over that part once you kind of delegate that a little bit later. Other than that, let's just start with the beginning steps. You're gonna go to the GitHub link below, and you're gonna download the file, and you're gonna get this folder called Hive-Mind. Here we have 5.0 version. Make sure that we have Python 3.8 installed. If you don't know which one that is, we're gonna show you where to get that. Right now, if you go to the download page for Python, you're going to see download 3.10. You don't want that. We're going to scroll down. We're going to keep going until we find maybe 3.8.5, maybe there's 3.8.5 July. So we're going to go to download Windows Installer. Here's the right one that you need. Executable is fine. I like the executable, but the important thing is that when we go to executable, I already have this installed, but I'm going to show you real quick. Make sure to check that box where it says add Python 3.8 to path. Then go ahead and hit install now. You're good to go. Once Python is finished being installed, we're going to go down here. We're going to go into here. We're going to type cmd. We're going to open up command prompt and run it as an admin. You get that little pop-up. Completely normal. Okay. So now that we're running this as an admin, we're going to go and type in pip install upgrade, if I remember correctly, and then this will update pip, which installs packages. And Python has a bunch of libraries and packages. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this is to make sure that your pip is just updated. And mine was not. And now it is. Successfully installed pip 21.3.1. We're good. So now comes the easy part. We're going to go, like I said at the very beginning, we're going to go to our link for the GitHub code. We're going to download zip. We're going to extract this file to the desktop. And we're going to just rename it to Hive-Mind. Just Hive-Mind. That's all we want to be, just Hive-Mind. I realize that this folder is calling it -main. I don't know why, but I have to go and fix that. But for right now, change it just to Hive-Mind. Stay sensitive. We're going to install all of our Python packages that we're going to need for my script to work. And we're going to go in script. And in here is a pip, it's a batch file that's going to run it. It's going to install the packages you need. So we're just going to double click on it. Let it run. So those are done. Once everything's been done, open up any field code or IDE that you have. And my personal favorite is Studio Code. We're going to right click on it. Then we're going to open this. Yep, I trust the authors. And then here is our program. Yay. Now if you see anything yellow in here, like completely yellow, especially up here, that means some of the packages didn't get installed and they need to be installed. And you can right click and edit the batch file. So you just edit it and then you just manually put the command prompt and see if it gives you like an error message, and we'll troubleshoot it once again. So we don't really have to worry or dive into this at all. I've made it really, really friendly for everyone to use, or as friendly as I can try to make it later down the line. I want to make this a lot easier to transition. Oh, okay. So we now know that this is all green, they're all colored, they're great, so that means everything's installed. We're good, we can go on to the next step. Alright, So our next step is going back into the main folder here that we have here. You'll have an app ID, client S, and also username. These 3 files are what's going to be like what helps the script like pull your account and listen for the redemptions. Alright, so I made a test dummy account. So I have made a test dummy account here, and it is literally just called test dummy account. Boom, test dummy account. It is just a generic throwaway account. I don't care what happens. Garbage. Alright, so once you go to dev.twitch.tv, in here this is where we're gonna make like the extension, stuff like that, and our application. I forgot, but we're gonna authorize you for a dev. Say yes. Okay. So from here, we're gonna go to our console, top right hand corner, and we want to register a new application. And we're gonna call it, "Hey, listen, you dumb ish." It may take like 10-15 minutes for it to like actually see the redirect, so give it a little bit of time. I just like was troubleshooting it, but this is the correct one. HTTP ://localhost :17563. It is definitely in my notes. Go, and it is the same 17563. And that's what we want. Make sure it is HTTP, not HTTPS. We're gonna choose other. I just choose other. Doesn't really matter. Other details. Developing something, not yours. Listen here. And then we're gonna create. All right. So once we've made our application, we're gonna go to manage and make sure that is correct. And okay, so we have our client ID. So now we're going to application ID. We're gonna go open up that file and just paste it in there. Hit Control S, save it. We're done. Now this is where it says like this. It says like, "Hey, this is a token exchange. Keep it confidential. Keep this confidential." And this is a throwaway account, so I really don't care. We're gonna click New Secret, and we're gonna say OK, and then that is gonna be our new secret. Do not give this out to anyone, and we're just gonna paste that into client S like so. Okay, so we are gonna grab our username here at the top. Go to Bodo, paste it down here. Then we have our name. There we are. We're all good. All right, that should be it. And then now that that's all set up, we're just gonna go to our script. Open with Python 3.8. So once it's able to run, you'll see like we are listening for redeeming and closing. You'll also know that you were successful when you were able to see this. Thanks for authenticating with Pi, but yeah, API. So now we've loaded into mine. This is actually mine. I'm not sharing any of the information for mine, and I can see that I've logged in. We're listening for redeems. But to close, we can enter, and we'll close out the program. Go into my stream. We're gonna go to our my stream deck, or your console, or Go Manager, whatever you want to call it. In here, you'll see that I have some stuff in here. I'm going to make a new channel points redemption, so we're gonna do channel points. We're gonna do, and we're going to say, let's make a new one. Make a new one. We'll just say, "Test me, I'm fresh," and we'll just say it's worth a million bits. You can set this to any number you want. It doesn't really matter. You can name it whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want. You can do whatever you want here. Don't matter. The moment you do change it or do name it differently, then it matters because now it's something new. We're just gonna make it something that I haven't really colored here, so we're gonna go green. Green is perfect. It'll stand out. Okay. So test me, I'm fresh. We're gonna go back to our stream manager. Let it load. Redeem. Test me, I'm fresh. We're gonna do that. We're gonna say redeem. And I was able to redeem it. This is its unique ID up here in the corner, right here. This is unique ID. So we're gonna copy that. We're gonna go right here, go to edit, and we're gonna copy it. That is the ID we are going from here. Alright, so yours is going to look like this. We're gonna say I trust. We're gonna go in here. Yours is gonna look like this. Reward ID, reward ID, reward ID, reward ID, reward ID. So you can have them do different things. They're annotated what they are. So we're gonna say backwards, left, right, forward, and chaotic blender. So you can have them do whatever you want. You can have them have different names for them, as long as it's that specific ID that's up here in the corner. You're just gonna want to replace your reward ID with that, and then save it. And then once you saved it, go ahead and give it a run. Close out of Python, relaunch it, and then whenever someone redeems that what was it? Test me, I'm fresh. It's going to move me backwards. But we're not going to do that here. We're going to do other things, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And you're just going to do that for all your other. You just create a few more, give them a test run. Make sure you get the ID from them, paste them in here as needed, and then close it, relaunch it, and then give it a whirl. If you know you'll be successful when you hear this, when you do this. And that's it. You are set up. You are good to go. And if you have any questions, feel free to go down into my Discord, into my server, and feel free to shoot me a message or just reach out. We do have a small little support page, and I'm always happy to help. And I hope you learned a little bit about programming throughout all of this, and have a good one.